stream where they are almost they want that you hear them. Yeah? They want you to they want us to look at the India story time and again. They want themselves, their staff, to look at the India story. So a lot of change in mindset really from the global headquarters, I would say.
Let me start by giving you an example of, let's say if you were driving the car at around 100 kilometers an hour and you suddenly get hit with a fog, what do? You slow down. Right? Doesn't mean that you don't go on the way. So that's what has happened to insurance industry. The fog hit us, and obviously we had to shift gears. So once the fog hit you and you're driving at 110 or 100 kilometers, you need to shift gears. You get into the lower gear, and you get into the lower gear and you start slowly going on the same road. So it's not that the industry has seen this as something which is extraordinarily new. But yeah, some of the rules of the games actually changed not because of recession, but what the regulator did in the past couple of months.
As an industry, if I look at it, first of all, average age 28 years of an employee, and I think that is true for almost all new age companies, right? It's not something unique to our organization. So, last 6 years run, very good run would have meant an average age of 28 means most of the employees faced recession for the first time. So I think if I look at recession positively, one of the benefits is because they face recession for the first time in their career, I think the expectations are moderated. So expectations are not necessarily of a 25% plus salary increase every year, but as Mr. Pandya was saying, it's more balanced in that sense. So that is one. Secondly, I think a little more specifically for our own organization, recession also provided great opportunity to build some businesses, or even for that matter, buy some businesses, because they were available at some fabulous valuations. At the same time, because what was happening with very large scale organizations, I think there was a great talent which was willing to look at startups.
A very good evening to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. I see that the energy level is up and running. Look around the table and you will realize that sum total, we are talking about 120 to 140 years of experience around the table. These are gentlemen who have seen the 70s, they've seen the 80s, they've seen the 90s, they've seen the 2000s, and they are saying the 10s. They've seen 40 years. They've seen Generation X, they've seen Gen Y, they're seeing Gen Z. And they're preparing their organizations for an unknown tomorrow.
Many a time what happens in organizations, whether it is private or public sector, you will have HR guys who will come and tell you, the chief executive is calling him, see, look, I have a problem like that, what's your solution? He will say, sir, on the one hand we can do like this, on the other hand, we can do like this. So I told my directors, I would like to have an HR guy who will have only one hand. So this is, an example, and this is very true of many of, I myself started my career as an HR director. So it is, it's practically, the experience that one, at times, one faces in organizations.
What we are doing in the public sector, and particularly in BPCL for grooming the talent, is something which is there in the textbooks. It is not something which we are doing which is rocket science. Now if I have to go upstream and I don't have any capabilities in that area, I need to do something about it. And therefore in 2002, 2003, when we looked at the entire talent portfolio of people that we have, we realized we need to get up and run faster than what we've been to make sure that we are there when the market really gives the opportunity to us.
Indian Oil, we pride ourselves in growing our own timber, which means that we recruit officers at the lowest level and grow them to different stages to reach the top. Getting the best talent has never been an issue. Another thing which I have noticed during the last 4 or 5 years is that most of the youngsters who come into this company are not aiming to become chief executives of Indian Oil by the time they are 30 or 35 years. They would rather have slow and steady growth and secure job, which Indian Oil provides.
If you analyze in the last 2 years, the business and the processes has undergone a tremendous change, and it has brought some kind of an impact on the way people attract, recruit, retain, and develop talent in-house. And based on the challenges which is faced by the HR world today, we thought of creating a platform wherein we could get all these HR professionals together to discuss, deliberate, as well as come out with some solutions which can possibly address the current challenges effectively. So that was the thought behind it. We started this HR leadership conclave last year, and in the last 12 months we have taken it to 9 cities. Some of the cities being Bangalore, Chennai, Pune. We even took it to smaller places like, the Hyderabad and Kolkata, to name a few. Over these 9 cities, we got almost 3,000 HR professionals coming onto the platform, discussing, and obviously looking at tools which can be deployed in times to come, which could be a possible solution to the problems that we are facing today. We are thankful to the HR fraternity for their contribution as well as an overwhelming response that they have given to this event.